Hey, what's going on, guys? Rich doing a video here for you of a 2003 to 2008 Toyota Corolla PCV valve replacement. This will also work on the Pontiac Vibe / Matrix. As long as it's got the 1FFZE motor in it, it should be fine. Okay, so basically there are two things you got to do right off the bat. As soon as you get in here, this is the easiest job in the world. All you really need is a 10mm socket, and then you need a 22mm socket, and possibly a pair of needle nose pliers or just regular pliers. What you want to do is you use a 10mm socket to take these two guys off right here, and then you got these two clips right here, one there, one there. I already took everything off, so all you got to do is grab that with the pliers and just pop these guys out. There are two little clips. Okay, so that's a little clip. Grab that. Okay. And make sure when you pull this up, do it gently so that these things don't pop out. The nuts right there. This guy and that guy, they're gonna stay. I'm just gonna leave them in there. It's no big deal. Just leave them there for now. I organized this for you so you can see exactly what you need, what you gotta buy. Now on mine, I'm actually replacing the hose, the PCV valve, and the two clips because they're older. This is a 2008. It's 2017 right now, so what is that? About 9 years. You don't have to do all this. You could just do the PCV valve, but I'm showing you how to do everything in case you want to. Now, you're either going to have two PCV valves. You're going to have the one with the green Loctite, which is going to be a 22mm socket. Now, you might also have one that has pink Loctite on it, and if you go to use a 22mm socket, it's not going to take it out. If you have the one with the pink Loctite, you're going to have a 19mm socket, okay? So, if you have green Loctite, okay, on yours, and it's a 22mm, your part number is going to be 12204-22041. Now, the one in your car might be a 40. The 41 is just the updated version of that. Same goes with this. The one in your car might be the 50. The 51 is just the updated version, the updated part number. That's what they do. Every car company makes a better version, a better part. Completely compatible. If you have a 50, 51 will work. If you have a 40, a 41 will work. These are not interchangeable. Do not try to put this in there, okay? Whatever you do, if yours has pink Loctite, don't try to put the green one. If yours has green Loctite, don't try to put the pink one. You'll strip the threads. You'll have to, I don't even want to tell you what you're going to have to do to get that motor, have the threads fixed. If you do need the hose is part number 122622240. Okay, that's for the hose, the ventilation hose, the PCV ventilation hose is what it's called. That's the part number, this is the hose. These are the two clips you're going to need, one for the top, one for the bottom. In the back of the motor, it's held on by this little clip, which is all rusted out, and it's very loose. Just over time, they get loose and they get weak, whatever happens. You know, the wear and tear on them, whatever. So what you do is you pinch it and you slide it back over the end of the nipple, which is right here. I could feel it. It's a little bit rigid. You slide it back, pull it out of the way. Okay, and then you pull this guy like this. Just wiggle it very slowly and gently. In case you have a good hose that you're not replacing, you don't want to break it, so just gently, slowly wiggle it off. There you go. PCV valve goes down this way, right under here, okay? And it comes right down to the bottom. This is your black intake. So what you want to do is, again, pinch these, pull it back so that it's over the end of the nipple, slide it back, and this one slid right off, no big deal, because this one was a little bit loose and I took it off earlier, so it came off easy. Sometimes you're going to have a hard time. Again, just slowly, gently pull it off. Now, this one needs to be replaced. I inspected it the other day. Look, I'm going to try to get the light from the camera in there. I'm going to zoom in. Look at all this gunk and junk and nastiness in there. So hopefully you can see it now. This is really just nasty. Hopefully you can see all that gunk in there, guys. That is just, ugh. That's bad. That's all grimed up. So if yours looks like this, that means your PCV valve has failed, and you should definitely replace this hose, okay? If you're not going to take the hose off and replace it, take it off, put it to the side, and then get your 22mm socket. It's very easy to get off. Shouldn't have to put a lot of pressure. I got a deep socket. You don't want to do this with a regular socket. You want to do it with a deep socket because this nipple right here is going to get in the way, and you're just not going to be able to do it. So I'm going to put the phone down. I'm going to get this taken out and show you what happens. This is the old part that I just took out. Okay guys, so as you can see, it looks exactly the same. That's what you want. Can't really see it, but it definitely does have some green Loctite that was in there a long time ago. This doesn't even have a part number on it, but it does look like it was a factory one. It says 7HT, but as you could hear, it is making a sound. It is moving around, but it's gummed up really bad. At any rate, we're going to replace that. This is the new one. Make sure you shake it, and you always want to make sure that this ball is rattling around. That's the valve. That's what actually makes the valve work. That's the green Loctite that was in there. So as you can see, this definitely did have green Loctite, and it's the same one. So I'm just going to clean that up a little bit. Just gently turn it in. You don't want to cross thread this, guys. So once you feel it going in smoothly, you just keep turning. Here's another trick if you want. What you do is you turn it backwards. Keep turning it backwards until you feel the click. That means the thread is ready to go. There it is. So just gently turn it in. Okay, so it's going in good. We're gonna take our ratchet, we're gonna just reverse it. It is going all the way in very smoothly, as you can see. All right, guys, so once it's in, give it maybe not even an eighth of a turn. That's it, it's good. You don't need to Hulk out on this. You don't need to go crazy. It's an aluminum block. That's it, it's in. I doubt this car is gonna see another 100,000 miles, but if it does, it will be good to go. So in case you're putting a new hose in, what you wanna do is just route it under this intake hose right here. Okay, just like it was from the factory. Okay, we can lift this up a little bit. What we want to do is, before we do that, of course, got to put the clips on. Here's our two clips, the small one and the larger one. We'll put the big one to the side. Okay, so what you want to do is, again, if this is a new installation, make sure you put your small clip on first. Okay, guys, so make sure you pull this back. Okay, fit that over like so. Make sure you push it all the way down, and then that goes on top. As you can see, they put a little yellow mark that's supposed to go on the top. Push it all the way up so that it's, okay, push it all the way up. There's the yellow mark that comes from the factory on the new one. Push that all the way. Make sure that's up with the top of the engine. Take the clip, slide it down. Okay, there we go. So this has a nice little white mark on it. What you want to do is take that and put it towards the top of the motor, okay, just straight up, and then slide that down and put the clip on. Okay, so just push it down all the way. You don't have to put too much force on it. You don't want to break anything again. All right, so again, I put the clip here. What I did was I slid this so that the hose was all the way down to the bottom. It's all the way down, and then I oriented the clip towards where the white is, where the white mark is, towards the top. And then this clip goes, kind of just bends back in there, and it fits in like so. And that's it, guys. And you're all done. So I went over everything in a lot more detail, and I know it took a little bit of extra time, but I wanted to show you just how easy it was to do everything. And again, make sure you didn't leave anything on the motor. You know, make sure this area is all nice and clear. Now, one other little tip and trick is these standoffs. Okay, this is in the motor, and this is a standoff here in the motor. That's to put these bolts on. Okay, what you want to do is take this guy out. This actually takes a 12mm bolt, and this takes a 10mm bolt. And what I did was 12mm bolt, I took this guy out, I put some blue 243 or 242 would work good, Loctite in here, and I put that in there, tighten this all the way down. Now the nice thing is when I go to take this motor cover off, if I ever have to do any kind of other work or anything in here, or anybody else does, this standoff's not going to pop out with this nut and just keep spinning around, which is what happened last time. So if that happens to you, all that means is that this standoff is stuck on this nut and it came out of the motor. Okay, so just to give you a little heads up, that can happen. All right, guys, so as long as the motor is nice and clear and everything is free, All you got to do is very simply just double check your work. PCV valve installed, clip is put on, and the white dot is upright. Make sure the clip is up. Good to go. Okay. Just, just feel it. Check this guy out here. We just put this on nice and tight, not going anywhere. Feel it. Make sure everything else looks clean. It is. Okay. Take the top, fit it over where the oil filler cap is, the opening. Put that on like so. Now, just to make it a little easier, these holes will line up if you did it right. You could take the nuts out and you can just see where the standoff comes through. That's one way of doing it. Or you could just look in the back, which is where the hole is for the plastic clip, and you could do it that way. And if that lines up, then you're good to go. Take your plastic clips, 1, 2, put those back in. That's in tight. Okay, so we're all done, guys. 2 bolts back in, 2 clips back in. So another awesome job, well done. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you taking the time. I got a lot of other stuff I did to the car. Did the negative battery terminal, did the replacement on it. Did a air filter, cabin filter, did the spark plugs. Did a ton of work to this car to get it all cleaned up and detailed it. So I'm gonna detail the engine bay, show you how to do that. And I'm gonna have some more awesome videos for you down the road. So again, hope this video helped you out. If it did, do all your things, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Let me know if there's any questions, anything I could help you out with. Just leave it down below or shoot me a message. And check out my channel for more videos, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you drive safe. Take care.